Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I am continuing my series exploring the Tiny D6 system, and I had a vote on my channel and Facebook page, and Tiny Wastelands won by a narrow margin. And so I am going to create some characters in this. This is my session 0 for my Tiny Wastelands campaign, solo campaign. And so let's get to it. All right. So, of course, it's Tiny D6. It is designed by Bahr and published by Gallant Games, which I believe is Bahr's company. And I am a patron of it. I'm a big fan of the game system for years now, ever since it was a deal of the day on Drive-Thru RPG. It was like $1.99 or something for Tiny Dungeon, so I bought it and just fell in love with the minimalist system. As I've gotten older, I like way less crunch in my games, and so I am also a huge Gamma World fan from back in the day. And so when I knew that he had a post-apocalyptic role-playing game for this system, I was like on board immediately. I don't think I was around for the Kickstarter, but I definitely bought it and had it printed up on Drive-Thru RPG. Don't know if this is still available in print. I know he's going through, Gallant Games is going through a process where they're updating all their books with a few rules tweaks. Since Tiny Cthulhu, they've gone back and have retroly changed some of their games, and I don't remember if Tiny Wastelands has it, but you know, they're relatively minimal. I mean, there's a change to heavy weapons and there's a change to initiative. Those are in my other Tiny D6 videos in this series, so you can go back and look at those, see what those are, and you'll see them going forward in this solo campaign too. But if you're curious or interested, you can go back and check out my videos. Okay, so I have the official Tiny Wastelands character sheet here. I have the Tiny Wastelands book, and there are micro settings in here. That's one of the features of Tiny D6 systems, is they give you a bunch of micro settings that you can kind of expand for yourselves. They give you the essential information, setting fluff, and so forth. I am going to be running mine just like it's in Gamma World, so that's how I run all my post-apocalyptic games. My own game, Six Dice Wastelands. I have a whole video series on that. You can go back and check that out if you're interested in my campaign setting and see how that went. I'm now just going to be running in the setting using the Tiny Wastelands system. Okay, so as always, when I solo RPG, I run 4 characters. So I'm going to go and create my 4 characters in this video in my session 0. All right, I don't really have an adventure in mind already, so I'm just going to kind of see what happens. I'm going to go with my gut instinct as far as creating the characters, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's go to our character creation system here. All right, so we have making a survivor. This game can be played very dark and gritty, or more wahoo like Gamma World. Obviously, I'm going with the Gamma World version, but some of the art in here is pretty dark, and some of the characters are pretty dark, so I'm not going to be using them. So, for example, Tyrant, which is kind of a road warrior kind of thing, that is not going to be available to my players. I don't make it available to my players when I play face-to-face. I've run Tiny Wastelands campaign face-to-face twice, and so there you go. I don't know about crazies. They can be disruptive, so I may or may not, I don't know, I might create a crazy just for heck of it since I'm solo role playing, but we'll see. But pretty much all the other archetypes in here are available. Okay, so we select an archetype. So for our first character, I'm going to create our leader. I think she's going to be, mutant or normal. I guess I'll roll. I want her to be either a normal or a mutant. And I don't, like I said, I don't have a storyline in place, so we'll do that. So let's roll a die. I got my handy dandy, yeah, so 1, 2, 3 normal, 4, 5, 6 mutant, and she's going to be a mutant. All right, so my leader is going to be a mutant. Okay, so I've chosen the archetype, so she is going to be a mutant. She is female. We'll say she's 25, a little bit old enough to be the leader, but not too old. We'll name her later. Okay, so then we select 3 traits. Now, a mutant gets 8 hit points. Base hit points 8. And we're going to go mutant star with an archetype trait mutation. You can select up to 3 mutation traits instead of 1. So even normals can't choose. I don't think normals can choose mutations, but any of the other ones can choose at least 1 mutation, but mutants get 3 of them. So that's what she's going to do. So let's go jump to that. I don't think I'm going to give her all 3 mutation traits because I want some of the other traits. We'll see. All right, let's go check out those mutation trait lists. So, freaky quick reflexes, genetic memory. All right, psionics. Let's see. I think I want her to be psionic. Psionic disciplines. Wait. So are the, wait a second. So are those traits? Freaky quick reflexes, genetic memory, environmental camo, bulging muscles, third eye, jumping jack. Oh, well. Did I miss something? I played this game before, but okay. Can I just choose the psionic disciplines as a trait? I guess. Oh, well, all right. Okay, I guess. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give her telekinetic powers. Wow, I'm sorry, folks. I thought I had this down, but apparently I don't. But that's part of the fun of discovering games, is figuring out how they play. I guess when I played it before, I think I just let them choose if they wanted to choose a mutation, like a psionic discipline. Yeah, because none of the mutation traits they give here say anything about psionics. So, okay, so I'm going to give her telekinesis, okay? And I'm going to treat each one of these powers underneath it as 1 trait. But she can't choose from the others telepathy, biomancy, chiromancy, or pyromancy. So I'm going to choose 1 discipline, and I think that's how my character creation will go. If I create another mutant in this series, they'll choose just 1. So she's going to choose telekinesis as her discipline, and she can choose up to 3 mutations there, or one of these other mutations as well. Well, you know, mind blast is always fun, right? So there's 1 trait. Treats 1 damage at range. This test is subject to all rules of an attack. I like shield. All right, now let's go look at the regular traits, and we'll give her a 3rd trait from there. Oh, psionic. You have a psionic talent because of your mutation and ancestry. You have powerful talent. It's separated in multiple. Pick 1 discipline. When you select this trait, you gain that discipline. When you gain a discipline, you gain all powers located under it. However, each time you use the power. Oh, okay. So that's only 1 trait then. That's even better than I was going to set it up as. All right, so she's psionic, and we're choosing telekinesis. So she can move stuff with her mind, and she gets all of those. Great. Each time she uses a power, she must use a successful test or the action is wasted. Okay. All right, cool. So she has to concentrate, basically. All right, good. All right, let's go see if I want to give her another. So psionic trait, telekinesis. I don't mind freaky quick reflexes, but she got a shield. I don't want to give her bulging muscles. The third eye. Yeah. If you're lucky, it's in your forehead. Funny. Or do I want to give her genetic memory? No, I'm going to give her third eye, and it's going to be a metaphorical third eye. And then, so I've given her psionic third eye. I can give her another mutation. We'll do genetic memory. So I'm not going to give her, well, I guess I did give her a psionic as a regular trait. I guess that works. Okay. So that is that. So we chose our 3 traits. Or, wait, our mutation traits? I could probably choose regular traits, right? Select 3 traits. Instead of predefined character classes, RPGs, traits, survivor, you can use one of your 3 choices, select 1 mutation trait instead. And this says that you can, as a mutant, you can select up to 3 mutation traits instead of 1. But over here it says if you one of your 3 choices could be a mutation trait. So I think those mutation traits have to be of the 3 traits. All right, so that's it. All right. Okay. Well, that's the way I'm going to play it. So select weapon proficiency and mastery. So our weapons, of course, is our light melee, light ranged, heavy melee, heavy ranged. I'm pretty sure that's still the way it is in here. Yeah, weapons, here we go. So there are 3, light melee, heavy melee, and ranged. Oh, okay, never mind, take it back. All right, so I'm gonna give her range. She's kind of a fight at ranged person, so she's gonna have, oh, no, see, it is broken down to light melee, light ranged, heavy ranged. I thought it was. That must be one of the tweaks they made to the rules. All right, I'm gonna give her light ranged as her proficiency, and she's gonna be mastered in a crossbow, because I'm gonna start them out at a relatively low technology place, just because I think that's, that's very Gamma World-ish, and of course I'm using Gamma World as my inspiration. All right. Okay, so as a mutant, what other archetype does she just gets up to 3? It's called mutant attributes. It's called mutation, which I already took. Okay, just to make a note. And she starts with 8 hit points. Already got that there. All right, so there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 5, 6, 7. All right. All right, so I'm gonna give her a crossbow. And that is I guess a crossbow is light range, or is crossbow heavy ranged? Oh my gosh, let me go back to that weapons check. I should have looked at that first. All right. All right, so weapons, hello weapons. All right, I'm gonna put this 40. So weapons are in 40. Light range crossbow, good, I was right. Yay me. All right, so ammo rating 4. 1 to 20 clicks, I guess that's their money. All right, so crossbow. So crossbow, that is a light ranged. And I'll give her a blade. Give her a machete, and that is a light melee. All right. Okay, so then the next step after we choose our weapons is going to be assign gear and credits. They don't have much gear. I'm just gonna do the classic. She doesn't have any armor, or does she? Yeah, we can do, well, she doesn't have armor. She doesn't have the armor mutation or armor trait. Armor master. You master wearing armor like a second skin. Wearing a form of armor, you have an extra 3 hit points. Yeah, so I guess what I did with the science fiction one is I gave them, they had some kind of armor, it had to do something. So what I'll do, and what I'll rule is if they don't have the armor master set, if they're wearing armor, it adds 1 hit point. So she's wearing, we'll call it piecemeal armor from whatever kind of scraps of metal and stuff that she could get. And it gives her +1 hit point. So she's gonna be at 9 hit points. And I'll just add that on as like, okay. So that's house rule. I'm making up as I go. Yay! Okay. And then I just, you know, traveler's pack. And I'll just say like assorted junk, assorted baubles. Because I like to hand wave gear pretty much. And let my players, which I guess I'm the player in this case, decide whether they have it or not. All right. And they don't have many credits. Assign a drive. Drive's a simple statement, so that must be what belief used to be. My village comes first. And that also by default is her villagers. Her family trade was, her family were traders in the town. They traded with other towns. She has a scar. We'll call her Findalina. Findalina. I don't know if I'll give her last name or not, but that is our leader, Findalina. She is a mutant. And good. All right. For fun, we'll do a normal. We'll make him male. He is a little older, 27. Family trade. They are in his village, and they come from the same village. They're sentries. His family are sentries. They're guardians. They guard. So normal gets 6 hit points. Base hit points is 6, and he gets 4 traits. And one of them can be a mutation, but I'm not going to allow normals to take mutations because they're normals. They're pure strain humans from Gamma World. All right, so this guy is going to have like, his family are perceptive because they, yes, he is perceptive because his family are sentries. They've taught him over the years to be very observant of where he is. Okay. He's not overly vigilant. Yeah, we'll give him vigilant. He gets advantage on initiative rolls. And can do insightful. He can be up, oh, a defender maybe. Not gonna have him wear armor. Ambush specialist. I guess I can make him an ambush specialist. All right, cool. And then shield bearer. All right, cool. Anyway, so ambush specialist, perceptive, vigilant. Now, shield bearer is a trait, and so when wielding a shield, tests 2d6 on evade instead of 1d6. You chose this trait. Survivor gets a shield. Survivor creation. I guess he's not gonna have a shield. Oh, I got a 4th one. So yeah, he's gonna be a shield bearer. I forgot he gets a 4th one. That's great. Good thing I reminded myself at the last minute. Excellent. All right, so he has a shield. I'm going to give him leather armor, which, because he's not armor master, will add 1 hit point to his armor. But then he'll have to get it repaired, just like the regular rules. Mend the leather armor, I suppose. And I'll put this little extra one on there for armor. He has, he's good with he's got an axe, like almost like a battle axe. So we'll just call it a battle axe, using the old English spelling. That is a light melee weapon. And so he is going to be proficient in light melee weapons, and he's going to be master in the battle axe. I'm going to give him a throwing axe. So we'll call that light range. Oh, he's not proficient in it, but I'm going to give it to him. So he also has throwing axe. And his archetype trait is +1 trait. Okay. All right. So he has Traveler's Pack and assorted baubles and stuff in there. And I guess that's it. He has a shield, leather armor. And we'll call him Roger. And his family name is the Axe Shields. And Roger after Steve Rogers, Captain America, I guess. That's what popped into my head. All right, he's done. All right. Character number 3. Now, we have, I'm not allowing tyrants, so we have fixers. I'm not allowing crazing, so we have wanderer, scavenger, survivor. Okay, so you know what? Since they're heading out into the wastelands, we're going to give them a survivor, because that's kind of the plan I have. I'm not sure exactly what plan I have, but so we're going to make a survivor. And 6 hit points, and they have always prepared archetype. Okay. And that is, you know how to survive. You gain advantage on tests to find shelter or aid, not supplies or scavenging, though. Okay. Choose 3 traits. So let's go do that now. All right, so things. Survivalist. A must-have. Advantage when testing for forage, food, fire, water, seek shelter, create shelter in the wild. But wait, what does always prepare do? Find shelter and aid, but not, yeah, so I'll just add it to it. So, guess that's fine. Tracker. Makes sense. Should I give him vigilant? No, we'll give him resolute. Advantage on all save tests. Heavy ranged. Let's see what kind of heavy ranged weapons they suggest. Hunting rifle, frag grenades, flamethrower, assault rifle. They don't have any artifacts yet. So I'll give him a longbow. So that's heavy ranged. Traveler's Pack. Assorted baubles. Also has 12 arrows that he makes himself as part of his survivalist training. How's that? Age, he's a little older. He's been out and about, and he yeah, okay, so he's male. Family trade is, his family trade, they were blacksmiths, but he didn't want any part of that life, but he knows a little bit about it. That's why he's able to make good arrows. His belief, oh, I forgot to do the belief for my Roger Axield is, his belief is Findalina is his life. He's in love with her, and he is going to protect her, even though she doesn't quite know it. He's never said it to her, but she might sense it, so we might have a bit of a love story here going on all of a sudden out of my head. I don't know. It's fine. Love stories are nice. All right, and so the belief of the survivor is, we'll go all Nietzsche on it, that which does not destroy, which does not kill you, makes you stronger. Stronger. All right. Longbow, let's give him also a We'll give him a blade of some type. We'll give him a sword. So he has a longbow over here. That is a heavy ranged weapon. We'll also give him a short sword, I guess we'll call it. He made it himself because he's got blacksmithing from his parents. And that is a light melee. And he'll give him a knife. Just for survival reasons. He can use it as a light melee if he needs to. Okay, his name, Grizzle. Grizzle. And his health, he has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is not wearing armor. So all right. And our 4th character. So let's see what other archetypes we have access to. A fixer. Can use scavenge. I don't wanderer. No wanderer. No, like I said, there are so survivor scavenger. Yeah. I think I'll create another mutant. That's appealing to me. So archetype mutant. We'll make this one male. We'll go with one female. 23, a little bit younger. Family trade. They are performers. Sure. All right. So 8 hit points. And select up to 3 mutation traits and other traits. Not going to make him psionic. We're going to go physical mutations mostly on this one. We'll give him bulging muscles. Mutation. All right, so bulging muscles. If you were testing the lift, carry, or budge something, you gain advantage in your melee attacks, do +1 damage. So basically, it's kind of like the strong trait, technically, without the +1. With the +1, I mean. Or brute force. Yeah, okay. So we'll give him bulging muscles, +1 damage from melee attacks. Bone spines for fun. And so you protrude bone spines, melee or ranged weapon from your body. It takes an action to deploy it. You gain advantage on the first attack each combat with this weapon. Counts as both light, melee, and ranged. The ranged version has ammo 2, but every day it automatically refills to 2. Yeah, sure. Give him bone spines. And we'll give him another mutation, or we'll give him another trait besides that. Tough. We'll give him an additional 2 hit points. So it actually has 10. He's tall, but he's not large or anything. Probably like the size of Colossus from the X-Men, probably. Big guy, but not, or maybe Jack Reacher. All right, and so... Okay. So he has his bone spines, but he wants another weapon. We're going to give him a heavy weapon, heavy melee weapon. So our heavy melee weapons listed are okay. I guess I'll give him, that's kind of odd, has melee, light range, and heavy range, but just has melee and not heavy. Okay, so that might be a typo. I'm sure that they've updated that in the newest. All right, so we're going to give him heavy melee, and we're going to give him a, well, the hammer is my favorite. Or, it can make it a big sword. Yeah, let's give him a big sword. I already got an axe. Yeah, let's give him a big sword. We'll call it Big Sword. Made by Axe Shield's, the Axe Shield's parents. Okay, he got mutation. He's big. We're gonna give him some leather armor. So we're gonna give leather armor, but that's only +1 to hit points because he doesn't have the trait. +1, so he gets, yeah, it's this over here. So add yet another one. And so he has a big sword, we'll call it. That's a heavy melee weapon. He doesn't have any ranged weapons. He's an up close and fighting guy. Traveler's pack. His belief is if I can smash it, all right, now let's see, let's do something different. Let's say never met an obstacle he couldn't smash. He's kind of a straightforward, violent kind of guy. And so I'm going to call him, we're going to call him Reacher Jack. That's his name. All right, so I have created all 4 of my characters. So come back to the next episode and see where they go and what kind of adventures and trouble they can get themselves into. All right, gamers, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to this adventure as much as I am. And until next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Mage Hammer out.